Hello students, today we will be discussing the second chapter of geography, that is inside our earth. So let's get started. First one is MCQ. The first question says the thinnest layer of earth is, you will be writing answer as crust. Second one says the average radius of the mantle is about, this is directly given in the book, that is 2900 kilometers. Question number 3 says what is the other name of core? In that sense, it is given directly in your book, that is in the paragraph related to core. It is given as barysphere. Question number 4 says which layer of the earth is made up of iron and nickel. In this case, your answer has to be core. You'll just like find a direct line over there. Question number 5 says granite, chalk, clay, salt are examples of, their examples of rocks. Okay. Question number 6 says the rocks which are found from molten magma are called dash rocks. So whenever it comes to magma or lava, you just answer has to be igneous rocks. Question number 7 says the fossil fuels are found in dash rocks. Fossil fuels are only found in sedimentary rocks. Question number 8 says which of the following rocks is not a metamorphic rock? So in that case, your answer has to be marble. Marble is not a metamorphic rock. You can just like, there are examples given there. You can just like look at that. Okay, for B, we have fill in the blanks. There we have the average density of earth is about, this is given this is given on the first page, that is 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. So your answer has to be 5.5 gram per cubic centimeter. We'll be writing 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Okay, second one says the solid outermost layer of the earth is called crust. Okay, then it says limestone is metamorphosed into. So this is, we come to the paragraph which is related to metamorphic rock. There it is direct answer that is given there. Okay, sedimentary, and then we have metamorphic, and there are examples. Okay, so we just have this limestone. So for limestone, there should be limestone can change into marble. So marble has to be the answer. Okay, all right. Then we have. Okay, all right. And just one more thing. There is a correction in this one. This one has to be, the answer will be granite, because I just checked in the chapter that it is given as granite. Marble is an example of metamorphic rock, so your answer has to be C. Okay, question number 4 says the rock cycle has neither a beginning, beginning, nor an end. So you'll be writing beginning and end in these answers. Okay, for section C, you will be doing it by yourself. How you will be doing it? You'll be looking at different type of rocks, that is the paragraph related to igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. In those paragraphs, you will find examples, and whichever example you find in that concerned particular paragraph, you will be writing those in the table itself. If you still have got any problem, then let me know in the class. Otherwise, it is straightforward. You have to do it by yourself. Now we will be moving on to section D. I'll just give you one example. If you just like look at sandstone, so we just like go to this. If you just like look at this, hold on a second. So if you just like go to metamorphic rocks, this sedimentary rocks. Okay, if you just look at this, we are in the paragraph related to sedimentary rocks, and there it is sandstone, limestone, and coal. So what you do is you just like have sandstone, sedimentary, then you have limestone. Okay, so what you do is you just like write them here. This is sandstone and this is limestone. So sorry, not in this column, but in sedimentary rocks column. You'll be writing sandstone and then you'll be writing limestone. Similarly, you'll just like find these others in the respective paragraph, and you will be writing this table. You'll be doing it in the book itself. No need to write all this whole of the table again in the notebook. You can just like write this table in the book itself. Okay, moving on to section D, we have true and false. The geographers study the interior of the earth. So it should not be geographers. This is given in the first paragraph. First paragraph of the chapter. It should be geologists. Okay. The study of interior of the earth is done by geologists, so this statement is false. This is false. Moving on to second one, the earth is composed of uniform material. That is against false, because we just saw that there are different type of material that is available. Salt is an example of chemically formed sedimentary rock. It is not an example of sedimentary rock. Okay, all right. Hold on. Yes, it could be sedimentary rock. Hold on a second. Just let me just check this one here. We were just like given in example of in example of type of rocks. Then we have sedimentary. The okay sedimentary we had. Okay, this is igneous rocks, and then we move on to sedimentary rocks. Okay, all right. They are carried away by sedimentary. They are just like okay, chemically okay, chemically salt. Salt is given here, so this will be true. Next, we have the change of one type of rock into another type of rock as is known as mineral cycle. This is the problematic term here. This is known as rock cycle. So this statement will be false. Okay, all right. Then you have the match the following columns. You will be finding these in different parts of the chapter. So SEMA, it is like silicon and magnesium. So in which layer they are found, then you can just like match the followings. So you will be doing it by yourself. If you just like look at this, if you, this is straightforward, so you can just like mark it around here. This goes with D, since I just told you this is Sial and SEMA. This is SEMA, that is silicon and magnesium. So this is silica and magnesium. It is straightforward given here. Okay, rocks, the material of the Earth's surface. Then we have minerals. They have got definite composition. Rocks, they are this. And shale, we just know that it converts into slate. Shale is a metamorphic, and this is a sedimentary, and this is a metamorphic rock. So you can just like I've already done it for you. Okay, then we have section F, which says distinguish between the following. So first we have crust and core. So first we come to crust part. Okay, from crust we will be taking up 3 points. So you'll be writing this point, and then you can just like write this one and this one. So you'll be writing these 3 points for crust, and then we'll be coming on to core. So for core, you'll be writing this point, and you can write this point. So you'll be writing those 3 points for crust and these 3 points for core. Okay, next one is Sial and SEMA. So they are given in the first one only, that is there in this. Okay. So for Sial, you will be starting from here and you will be writing till this point. For SEMA, you will be writing from this point till this point. So this is your question number F2. So this is let me just erase the other ones so that you're not getting any confusion. So this is related to your we have this as F2. This is answer to F2. You'll be starting from here. You'll be writing first paragraph, you'll be writing this, and then you'll be changing the paragraph, and then you'll be writing this for SEMA. Okay, moving on to next one, we have rocks and minerals. For this, we had a direct information was there. Okay, rocks are made up of minerals. They do not, hold on a second, they do not possess a definite chemical composition. This is for rocks. Minerals are naturally occurring substances present in rocks. They are solid substances which have definite chemical composition. So as it is, you'll be changing the paragraph and you will be starting from here. This is your F3. So start from here, and then you on the right hand side you'll be writing till composition. Okay, moving on to next one. If you got any problem, then you just like pause the video, just listen to it again, and then mark the questions. Okay, question number 4 says intrusive and extrusive rocks. For this also we have got direct answer, that is they are just like formed inside the earth, and then okay, you will be starting from here. This is your F4. The rocks that cool below the surface of the earth are called intrusive igneous rocks. The rate of cooling of slow inside the earth, thus crystal formed in cooling are large. Example of such rocks are granite and dolerite. For the second part of the question, we'll be starting from here. Extrusive, known as volcanic due to rapid, you'll be writing till this point. So for the first part, you will be writing, for intrusive, you will be writing till this point. For extrusive, you will be writing this. There is no need to create a table or something like that. You can just like write this in paragraph form. Okay, next one we come to section G, that is name the main type of rocks with one example of each. So we will be looking at so what you'll be doing is it is just asking you about the name and their examples. So first one you'll be writing as igneous rocks. Hold on a second. So this goes your first one, that is igneous rocks. You don't have to write anything else. You'll only be writing its examples. So this is, you will be writing this part igneous rocks, then you will be writing, for example, we have this granite and dolerite. So you'll be writing the name of the rock, and you'll be writing these two examples. Then you come to sedimentary rocks. You'll be writing sedimentary rocks, and then you will be writing their examples, that is sandstone, limestone, and clay. Third one, you will be writing metamorphic rocks, and you will be writing their examples as it is given here. So you'll be writing your example as marble, then you'll be writing genesis, then you can write quartzite. So you can just like write these three examples in case of your metamorphic rocks. Okay, then we have second one. That was G1. So G2 we are, how are extrusive and intrusive igneous rocks formed? We have already covered this one in this section, this part, so you don't need to write this again. If this question is asked, so you write again, you will be writing the same answer as this one. Okay, moving on to the third one, we have how are metamorphic rocks formed. So for this we just like come to the paragraph which is related to metamorphic rocks. Okay, we have this metamorphic rocks. Hold on a second, just like let me just clear it off. Okay, the are okay. You start from here. Metamorphic rocks are actually igneous and sedimentary rocks which have been changed due to excessive heat and pressure inside the earth. You can just like write till this point only. This is your answer to G3. So I'll just like write a G3 here. For G2, this will be the answer for G2. Whatever you have marked in this one, you'll be writing the same answer for G2. The fourth question we have, how are rocks and minerals useful to us? So for the uses of rocks and minerals, okay, have the following characteristics. Okay, uses. So you just like write any 3 points. So this is your G4. So you'll be writing any 3 points. You can write these three. You can write any three of these. So you can just like, okay, hold on. So you just like write any three of these uses of rocks and minerals for us. Okay, this was your G4. So I'll just like write G4 here so that you are not confused. Okay, for moving on to section H, we have what do you know about the structure of the earth? So for this we just go to the first page of the chapter where we will be knowing where the things are written about the structure of the earth. Okay, so what you do is you just like start from here and you just like write start from here. You just like write till this point. So this is your H1. Answer to H1, since we are only asked about the structure, we're not asked about to we are not asked to explain all the layers. So we just like write this paragraph only. This is H1. Now moving on to H2, we have what are the main features of mantle and core. So there are straightforward paragraphs that are there. For mantle, this is your H2. For mantle, you will be writing this point, and then you write this. You write any 3 points. Okay, mantle, and second one that we are asked about is mantle and core. So for core, we have already discussed. You will be writing these 3 points only. These three can be written for core. So this is again, this is the second part of this question, that is H2. This is also H2, that was also H2. If you got any doubts, then let me know in the class. Otherwise, just read the questions carefully and mark them. Okay, moving on to H3, we have what are the main characteristics of sedimentary rocks. So we have to write about sedimentary rocks. So we will be moving on to sedimentary rocks. We have Okay, this is a straightforward question, so you'll just like write any four. This is your H3. Okay, this is H3. So you write any four points. You can write any four of them since we are to discuss the characteristics of sedimentary rocks. Okay, we have H4. Explain the working of the rock cycle. So for this, we just come to the rock cycle. Hold on a second. Rock cycle is given on the next page. We have rock cycle here. Okay, you will be starting from here. This is your H4. The rock cycle operates in the following ways. You'll be writing this point, and then you will be writing this point. Newly formed sedimentary, you can just like leave out this point, then you write these 2 points. This is your answer to H4. So you write first point, second point, and then you write the third point, leave out this longer point, and then you write the next 2 points. Okay, all right. Now we move on to the horse question, that is, why can't we go to the center of the earth? Because it is really hot. We have studied this thing. So as part of your answer for this one, what you will be doing is you will be writing this one. For fifth, you will be writing because the temperature is too high as we go inside the earth's surface. That will be the answer to this one. Okay, for sixth one, why can't we get direct information about the interior of the earth? Because it is not possible to go inside the earth. So for sixth one, you will be writing this as your answer. That is, it is not possible to go deeper into the earth to obtain the DI, it is R. Okay. It is not possible to go deeper into the earth to obtain direct information. Okay, that would be all. If you got any doubts, then I'll be there in the class. You can just like verify those.